Hi everyone, Miss Lott here. So today we are going to be talking about substance abuse. So we are going to be starting with a little brain pop video, so let's go over and take a look.
Dear Tim and Moby, what's the difference between using a drug and abusing it? From Gail. Come on, Moby, my inhaler's a drug, and it's not evil. Any substance that changes how your brain or body functions is a drug. Medicines like aspirin and cough syrup are drugs. So are prescription medications, the kind that are only legal under a doctor's care. Every medicine has a correct dose, the amount you're supposed to take at once. The idea is to get the effects you want, but lessen the side effects. Those are sensations caused by the drug that don't serve its intended purpose. Side effects can be unpleasant, like nausea or headaches. Or they can be pleasurable. Taking drugs for these side effects, or taking any drug illegally, is substance abuse. It's very risky. Well, once a drug enters your bloodstream, it changes how your body works. Stimulants fire up your central nervous system and make your heart race. Doctors prescribe them to help people with disorders like ADHD. But unless you take them under a doctor's care, they're no safer than street drugs like cocaine. All of them put you at risk for heart attacks, seizures, and strokes. Depressants, like alcohol, have the opposite effect. They relax the central nervous system, making you feel numb and sleepy. Doctors may prescribe depressants for sleep disorders or anxiety, but they're still risky to abuse. Opioids, like heroin, are highly addictive because they activate the brain's reward system. And prescription opioids, usually given to relieve pain, are just as addictive. They also come in some cough syrups, which can make them seem harmless. But the wrong dose of any of these drugs can slow your heart and breathing until they stop altogether. Hallucinogens, like LSD, affect your thoughts and emotions in unpredictable ways. They disrupt your ability to think clearly. For some, they trigger delusional thoughts, where you're unable to tell fantasy from reality. Finally, there are inhalants, gaseous chemicals that block the flow of oxygen to the brain. They change or kill cells, sometimes leading to permanent brain damage. They can even cause you to suffocate. Unlike other categories of drugs, what inhalants have in common is the way they're taken. The types of chemicals and their effects can fit into one or more of the other categories. In fact, a lot of commonly abused drugs don't fit neatly into a single class. Ecstasy, or Molly, has both stimulant and hallucinogenic effects, and marijuana can have stimulant, depressant, or hallucinogenic effects. The effects of drugs like marijuana depend on the dosage and the person taking them. A dose that feels pleasurable for one person could be scary for someone else. On top of all these health hazards, people on drugs tend to make poor decisions. They might even take risks they wouldn't even normally think of doing, like getting behind the wheel of a car. Bad choices become routine for people who are addicted to a drug or unable to stop. It's true, opioids, depressants, and stimulants are the most addictive, but you can get hooked on anything that makes you feel different, including hallucinogens and inhalants. People who are addicted to a drug feel like they have no choice in using it. Their lives revolve around getting high, and they may lie or steal to do it. They have trouble thinking clearly and making good decisions. That affects their performance in school and sports, their relationships, and even their self-esteem. It's not always easy to spot someone with a drug problem. They often look like anyone else. But there are some warning signs: sudden mood swings, losing interest in hobbies, staying away from friends. If someone you care about is acting this way, talk to them. See if they need any help. Or it's okay to tell a parent, teacher, or other adult you trust. Sometimes the person struggling is a parent, and that can be really tough on their child. It's never the kid's fault. In this case, too, it's okay to tell someone you trust, like a teacher or school counselor. Your instincts are probably right that something is going on, even if it isn't drug abuse. Oh, right, I almost forgot. If you feel like drugs are a problem in your life, talk to a trusted adult. There's no shame in admitting that you need help. People can overcome drug problems, but they can rarely do it alone. What's that? No, I feel fine. Stop it.
All right, so let's go on over here. All right, so we are going to define drug. So right here, we have drug, and the definition is any substance that affects the functioning of your body. So anything that might change your body's function. Over here, we have the definition of dose. So as you saw in the Brain Pop video, a dose is the amount you are supposed to take at once. So on a prescription bottle over here, like you see, the dose says to take 1 capsule at bedtime, while this dose over here says to take 2 tablets every 8 hours. So every dose on a medication is different. All right, so we are going to compare the use to use a drug and abuse a drug. So using a drug means taking a prescription given by a doctor. So the using a drug would be given by a doctor or a medical professional. So right here we have a asthma inhaler and we have a prescription bottle. To abuse a drug, it takes risks that are not safe, taking a drug for its side effects, street drugs, so in the picture right here we have a street drug, and are very, very addictive. So it's very hard to get off of drugs when you're abusing them. So over here we have a before and after picture of someone that was on drugs. So these are some side effects that you could see. This person's skin became very wrinkly and old looking. She's very sad, not happy. So these are just some changes. Her hair, see over here, her hair is just drooping, while here it's nice and wavy. So these are some changes that can occur from a long time of abusing drugs. So refer back to this video anytime you need, and go head back over to your Google form to finish completing the questions. Bye everyone.